Hey, what's going on, good people? What is going on? I am Rochelle T. Parks. I am your health motivator. Hey, guys, welcome to another episode of Mindset Talks. Listen, catching this on replay, you're in for a treat, okay? I know I say it every time, but I'm serious. You're in for a treat this time. You're in for a treat. Oh man, okay, this is something new. Okay, this is something new, guys. We haven't done it like this before. Okay, we have not done it like this. Usually we do mindset talks. We bring somebody on after the fact, and they've gone through the entire program, and then you get to hear about their experience and hear about all their results. Well, this time we're on the front end. Okay, we're on the front end. So I want to introduce you to Mr. Andre Rivera. What's going on, Andre? Woo, 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 woo.
How's it going on Facebook?
Yes. And then the one and only Mr. Michael L. Parks, aka Pops. He is with us, guys. And so this is gonna be good. This is gonna be so if you're catching this, I need you to share. I just start sharing right now, tagging people, telling people you got to get on here, you got to see this thing. This is gonna be amazing. And so I don't even know where to start. Okay, let's start with this. So let's start with the Sugar Ain't Sweet program. Okay, so I can just tell you where this thing started, and then how we got here. We'll just talk about this journey. And so Sugar Ain't Sweet program, because that's what we'll be highlighting today. Sugar Ain't Sweet program is a 90-day program that we'll be talking about today that Andre was going to be participating in, and we'll tell you how we got there. But it's a 90-day program where we are actually coaching people and showing them how they can reverse chronic disease, right? You say, what is a chronic disease? Well, we're talking about type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, obesity, people that have autoimmune disease, anything, people that just have inflammation, if you're overweight, just whatever. People just want to get healthy. This program is for you. We have been doing this program since May of last year and have helped lots and lots and lots and lots of people. But it started with helping the man that you see in front of you right now, Mr. Michael L. Parks. It started with him. And just to be, if we can just, just April 5th. Okay, I'll start with April 5th. I was rushing my husband to the hospital emergency room because he was in DKA. And I like to say he was 2 steps away from being in a diabetic coma. That's how I explained it. Because when it was explained to me, I was like, oh, he was 2 steps away from a coma. I was absolutely. Little did I know he was fading away into a coma. But luckily got him to the hospital in time, April 5th, got his blood sugars under control. The doctors told him, said, Mr. Parks, you're a very sick man. And told him he was going to be on medication for the rest of his life. And he said, no, I will not. They said, yes, you will. He said, no, I will not. And I always got to say that because you went back and forth a couple of times, didn't you, Pops? They went back and forth a couple of times. And I said, Pops, don't even worry about it, man. Let's just get out of here. And so the question he asked, he said, well, Doc, are you saying that there's nothing I could do to get off medication? I said, well, maybe it's going to take you at least 3 years. He said, okay, we went home, while he was in the hospital, I was in the lab kind of researching some things we could do to reverse his condition, because I know type 2 diabetes is preventable and reversible through nutrition and exercise. So when he came home, April 9th, guys, he came home with insulin and metformin. My husband was actually sticking himself 3 times a day. I actually saw it with my own 2 eyes. 4 times a day. I want to forget about it. 4 times a day, he was sticking himself and then taking metformin once a day. And that was April 9th. Like, we came home, and I'm proud to say April 17th was the last day he took his medication. Okay, I say it again. We came home April 9th. He was sticking himself 4 times a day with insulin and taking metformin once a day. And April 17th was his last day taking medication. And so I'm going to stop right there. And Pops, I'm going to throw the lateral over to you, and because it's your story. Okay, so you can add, go back, grab some stuff, whatever, and take it to you. And then you can kick it back to me when you finish.
Well, it's so much to unpack.
Right.
But the first thing I want to do, I want to start off by talking about my trusty friend here. This is a picture, okay? And it's not the exact picture, but it's the same type of picture that I had when I was in the hospital. When I first went in there, they refused to give me any type of food. The only thing I had was an insulin drip for 3.5 days. And they were rationing out ice because they weren't trying to give me any type of food. And so I had a cup that was just like this, and I drank water out of it every day when I was in the hospital. So when I got out of the hospital, I kept the container and I was drinking out of it. And my goal, well, not my goal, but my intention was basically to really drink out of that for every day, for the rest of my life. As a remembrance. I call it the Picture of Remembrance. And the reason I'm bringing attention to that is because I really believe that a lot of times when people go through serious challenges, whether they're medical or otherwise, they tend to take it for granted when they recover, as if that was the way it was supposed to be. And it didn't have to be that way. In fact, I could touch upon later on about some things that didn't look so great initially, where I was concerned that things, would have been a certain kind of way for the rest of my life. But the reason I have the picture of remembrance, because every day when I drink out of that picture, I remember, because I told Rochelle when I came back from the hospital the first couple of days that I never wanted to forget what happened to me, and how I was able to recover. Recover to the point what I did, which was a couple of days later, getting out of the hospital, but also moving forward to 100% recovery and then some. But when I want to add to what something Rochelle said earlier about when the doctor came to me, when I first saw him, he told me, like she said, that Mr. Parks, you're a very sick man. He said, but the good news, we got you here and we're going to do everything we can for you, but we got to keep you for at least 3 days. Meanwhile, the same day later on, the doctor was having a conversation with my wife, and the conversation was a little different. He told her that he has to make it through the night. So it was 2 different conversations on the same day. One was like, basically, we're going to get you squared away, Mr. Parks. And then to my wife, he needs to make it through the night. So that was one thing that was worth noting. But also, when he told me that I was going to be on medication for the rest of my life, I refused to accept that. Not because I was slow or delusional. It's just in my heart of hearts, I just felt like how can he tell me that I'm going to be on medication for the rest of my life when just a week ago I wasn't on no medication? So I go from no medication to where the medication for the rest of my life. I'm like, how does that happen like that? So I was like, okay. When he told me that, I said, so what does that mean? That it's impossible for me to get off the medication? And then that's when he said, well, it's going to be at least 3 years, and you got to fight ahead of you. I wasn't happy with that either, because in my mind, that told me that it was going to be at least 3 years I'm going to be sticking myself. And I wasn't happy with that. So in my mind, I was like saying to myself, well, I don't even have to take this medication. That's what I was saying to myself. I was like, I'm not taking it in my head. So my next question to the doctor was, well, what if I don't take the medication? He said, well, then you can I suspect you'll probably be back here with the same condition within the next 2 weeks. And so because he said that, that's when I decided in my mind that I was going to take the medication, but take it temporarily, as our buddy Reggie said, in the name of Jesus, temporarily. And so the reason I asked that is because in my mind I was thinking about going rogue, but I was too afraid to just not take it without input from the doctor. And so when he said that, I was like, okay, all right, I'm just going to take it. So when I left the hospital, I was sticking myself 4 times a day. And then me and Rochelle, we went on this path in terms of this change, this lifestyle change. And then 8 days after leaving the hospital, the doctor gave me his quote unquote blessing to stop taking the medication after me pressing him. Because I just said, I'm not happy, because he's happy about my numbers. I'm unhappy. He couldn't believe that. Why aren't you happy with these numbers? And I'm like saying, well, they're induced by medication. So how can these numbers be good if they're a result of me being on medication, sticking myself with insulin and taking metformin? That's not good. So I believe it seemed like it was out of frustration. He said, all right, just stop taking your medication. He said, just stop taking it. And so he said, but I want you to make me 2 promises. The first thing is, if you start feeling disoriented any kind of way, I need you to go straight to the emergency room. And if your blood sugar shoot above 200, I need you to start taking your medication again. I say, cool. But at the same token, I was afraid. I was afraid and I was excited at the same time. I was afraid because I was like, what if after stop taking this medication that something bad happens to me medically or my body just doesn't respond? And then the excitement part of it was, I got a chance to get off this medication. Right. That was my window. It was a small window of opportunity for me to get off the medication. So I was afraid to go to sleep that night because I didn't know what was going to happen. And then I wound up falling asleep because I was afraid to go to sleep. Next thing I know, I woke up and it was morning. And I woke up. So me waking up, I was like, okay, all right. Feeling myself and everything, you know. And so Rochelle was like, let's keep it going. So another day passed. I woke up again. Another day passed. I woke up again. Meanwhile, my numbers were like awesome. They were like low, like almost normal. And so by Monday, because this happened on Friday when I stopped taking it, on Monday, I had another appointment with my doctor on the phone. And I said, I want you to know, Doc, that I'm no longer on your medication. And he was amazed because I made it through the weekend without the medication. Then he said, well, let's keep the experiment going. And here we are, February 13th, still not taking medication. Blood sugars are normal. And countless people that we've helped, we shared what I did with all these other people.
Yes,
that's awesome. That's the short version.
That's the short version. That's how Sugar Ain't Sweet was born. Okay, now you fast forward. We've helped a lot of people, and so Andre, if you could let the people know, how did we come to know each other?
I just want to thank both of you guys first and foremost. Thank you for the opportunity to do this. I appreciate meeting you today, Michael. And we came together because I, decided that I needed help with the 120 conference. I felt like it could help aspects of my life. And it's kind of funny because I missed the whole first day trying to get on the platform and being the time change and everything, So some of the first lessons I got were yours. And they just sang to me everything that you were talking about. Well, it was like, sharing your story there. So many things that you were talking about nutrition and just the way we eat were me. That was the way I eat. That was the way that I behave. And so it was like you were talking straight to me. And so I guess we became fast friends.
Yeah. So guys, so eat. The 120 conference is a conference that's, I guess, being hosted by Dr. Eric Thomas. Some of you may know him as the hip hop preacher. I know him as the #1 motivational speaker in the world. My brother, my mentor, my friend. And so I am one of the speakers on the conference, and I have a breakout group. They call it a elective course. And so I have a breakout group where I'm teaching. We have like over 200 some people registered for the course. And so it's called Pathway to Wellness. And it just so happens that it's 90 days. So we met on February 4th. We'll meet again, March 4th and again on April 4th. So it happened to be 90 days. And so just putting our heads together, me and my team members and some trusted advisors, and said, oh, it would be great. 90 days. How about we, bless someone with the Sugar Ain't Sweet. It's 90 days. We're going to meet with them 90 days. And so, the whole group can watch this whole transformation. And so it's like, oh, that's a great idea. And then everybody really wins because people are going to learn stuff on the overflow. We call it the overflow. So everybody's going to win, but one person is going to really win. Okay. And that's going to be Andre Rivera. Right. And so what we did was, he said, okay, I announced it to the group. I said, this is the deal, but you have to apply. Everybody filled out the health assessment. And honestly, we had, I think we started out with like 29, but they kept coming. So I probably got about 36 people that sent in their assessments, and I'm reading each one. And honestly, when I read yours, Andre, you weren't the 36th one, okay? But when I read yours, I said, this is it. I said, this is it right here. This is it. God told me this is the one, right? And so I called you, well, be honest, I called somebody else, right? First, and that person didn't answer. And God said, because that person, I told you this one was it anyway. I told you. That person didn't answer. I called Andre and he answered. But this the part, Pops, I don't know if I told you this. When I called, I'm thinking he's going to say hello. He said, Coach Rowe?
He was sitting at the phone like this.
He said, well, I've been watching the videos all day. And I was like, wow, that was huge. I'm thinking I'm ready to say, this is Rochelle. He was like, Coach Rowe? That was something. But yeah, when I read it, I was like, this is it. And then honestly, Andre, when I gave it to my husband and showed him, he was like, absolutely, easy choice. This is the one. This is the one. So guys, that's why we're here. We are highly, it's like a documentary, right? And so this is the beginning though, because like I said, previously we've done these where we bring the person on after they've completed the program. Now you're going to see the person at the beginning, where they are now, and we're going to come here every 30 days, and we're going to do so you can see day 1, day 30, day 60, day 90. And so look at Andre now, because I'm telling you, every 30 days you will see less of them. Okay,
less of me in the raw, so to speak.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. You will see less of them. And so with that being said, Andre, I don't want to read your thing. Just tell why did you put in your hat in the bid? Your hand.
And also speak to the state of mind, your state of mind too in the process.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I think that's part's easy. It was my state of mind that got me here. I had to find a way. What led me to the 120 conference in the first place was to find a way. I had to tap into the same resource that obviously a lot of other people share, and that is other people have adversity in their life. They have really tall challenges that they have to get through. And it didn't seem like I was putting all of the pieces together, it's a tough thing to get over some of the things in your own mind, and I just wanted to learn how to be successful through that adversity, and it's taught me that my mindset is probably some of the most detrimental things that I have to my success. So far, that's been just the intro to the program is like, look, part of the reason why you're in such a need to get out of where you're at is because you have a poor mindset, so.
Yeah. What type of things were going on with you physically or are going on with you?
I've got the whole gamut. Like when you were talking to me about the medications that your doctor wanted you on, Pops. Mm-hmm. I have that same, like I refuse to take the blood pressure medication that my doctor gave me. And so as a result, my blood pressure is through the roof. It's like 160 over 90 or 95, just resting. I don't want to take it because I don't want to succumb to that. Well, I'm going to be on it for a lifetime type mentality. So, but I have high blood pressure. I have sleep apnea, and that causes other issues too. So,
let me jump in. Let me jump in right quick, Andre. Mm-hmm. Just real quick.
Sure.
And this is in honor of Dr. Didi.
Yes.
The thing is, let me just make our disclaimer. We are not doctors, and we don't play them on TV. Okay. Mm-hmm. All we are people who have gone through something, and we are sharing information. This is information sharing. Okay. And we in no way we understand that your health care is your responsibility. So what I mean by that is, even though the doctor recommends medications, like he told me that I was going to be on medication for the rest of my life, and if he prescribed something to me, it's still my choice whether or not I'm going to take it. Okay, so just like you were prescribed blood pressure medication, it's your choice whether or not you're going to take it, but you do that at your own peril. Okay, so we don't want to encourage people to stop taking their medication. Okay, let's say that. But we do want to encourage you to get healthier so your body won't need the medication.
Amen.
Does that make sense? So when you say that your blood pressure is through the roof, that doesn't excite us. Okay, it does excite us that you're not taking the medication, but when you couple that with your blood pressure being through the roof, it scares me.
It's scary. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So,
Sure.
So the point I'm trying to make is we're not advocates of people just stop taking their medication. The people who we help get off medication, we ask them to work in concert with their doctor. Okay. And the thing is, in doing that, it protects everybody. Okay. Because we want you around, Andre.
Sure.
Not just for 90 days. We want you around beyond 90 days.
Sure.
Okay. So the point I'm trying to make is I'm saying that more so for the people that's listening, because I don't want people to say, well, I'm stopping to take my medicine too. That's not what we want people to do.
I never started. I didn't just stop. I didn't say Coach Rowe just told me I could stop. I tell everybody I never started, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. No, this is good.
I want to also say something else. Okay. I never knew you, Andre, as you know. The only thing I knew about you was the words that you put in your email. And when I read it, I felt like I knew you. I felt something about your words, okay? And then hearing you speak like live, the level of humility, the level of transparency it moves me a little bit, because I just feel like I can't help but think, and I know we on the first day of this thing as far as the video concerned, but it really helps me to feel good about the choice that we made. Mm-hmm. Because it's just, I just feel like I want to reach through this camera and just give you a big old bear hug, you know? And so I so appreciate you, Andre, your transparency and your humility. And I'm honored to be a part of your life in this way. And I thank God for the opportunity, and this is something different than what we've been doing, because, all this time, it's after the fact, but I'm not even tripping. Like some people, I say, are you concerned? You should be concerned.
Right.
Because we know it works.
That's right.
We know it works.
That's
so
right.
You got to do your part. You do your part, everybody wins.
That's
everybody.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm so excited to be in the position that I'm in right now. I literally thank God for sending this trial my way.
Yeah.
Because had he not sent this trial my way, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to meet all these awesome people and be a part of their lives forever. And I say forever. They're a part of my life forever. Y'all not gonna get rid of me. You just met me today, but you ain't gonna get rid of me, Andre. I'm gonna be all in your stuff.
Now we gotta go to Alaska. We gotta go to Alaska.
Oh man, come on! You got friends here now. You got brothers here now.
We gotta make it to Alaska, man. So no, this is great. So. Well, I'm sorry, Pops. Were you done? I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm never done. I'm never done. I just want to say that, Andre, man. I just so appreciate you, man, for real.
Well, I can't thank you enough for the words. I mean, that's very encouraging to hear, and I appreciate you. And Coach Rowe has already done that for me. She has already, in just a couple of 2 or 3 short phone calls, has already encouraged me to reach out past comfort zones. That's part of the reason I'm here, right? You find little grooves to stay in, So, this is definitely coming out of the comfort zone and, reaching to achieve things that I know I can. I need some help, and I'm really thankful for you guys today. So thank you.
Well, we here like before this, we weren't in your lives. Now you got us.
That's right.
So that's the difference, man. You from this day forward, you don't ever have to be without us.
I appreciate you. There's one thing that stuck out, Coach Rowe, when you were talking about someone is going to win big today, right? And that's gonna be me. And oh man, how do you parlay that win, so to speak, right, into more wins for other people? That's kind of like the joy that you feel with helping somebody. This new project comes along, and you're like, wow, I get to help polish this rock.
Yeah.
And you could help so many other people with it. So I hope that I'm used for that. If I can inspire other people to say, hey, I can be on the deathbed with my health, so to speak, and come back from it. That's what your story encouraged me to do.
Amen.
Yeah. And you are helping people, because right now, just a simple fact. So some people, first of all, I want to commend you for even putting your bid in, right? So people miss out on so much because they don't even try, because they think I'm not. So many people said, I'm not going to get selected. I ain't going to even, I know they ain't going to pick me. I mean, I put it out. We had like 200 some people on that call. And I know probably at least half of those needed some help. Okay. That's the very same reason they were there. Because everybody, everybody's trying to learn it, and they needed help. They're not killing it in health. And that was an elective course. It wasn't mandatory. People chose to take that, And so out of all those people, only 35 people put their name in the hat, right? Because some people missed out. So I'm like, kudos to you for even, and then you said, well, I didn't do it because I started getting applications that night. You didn't send yours in to the next day.
You were starting to get applications before the session was even over.
It was coming in. As soon as I said it started coming in. So why did you wait till the next day, Andre? Tell the people why you wait till the next day.
Part of it was I didn't wait. Part of it, writing, especially from the heart, takes a minute for me. I answered the questions. It didn't take me a long time to come up with it, but it took me a long time to transition it from in my heart and in my head to on paper. That thing, those kind of things take me an extra minute, just my own personal thing. So that, and then it was a big commitment.
Yeah.
It was a big offering. The program was big, and substantial in value, substantial in being able to change somebody's life and help somebody. So I didn't want to make the decision in haste. I wanted to think about it, make sure that I was able to commit to it, and not take the opportunity away from somebody else if I wasn't going to give it 120, right? For lack of something else better to say, right? There's nothing much better else you need to say, right? If I wasn't going to give it everything I had,
that's right.
Then I wasn't going to take that spot. And so I slept on it, and I answered the questions, as honestly as I could from what the situation that was going on, and I couldn't be more pleased that it touched you guys that way, because that's where it came. It came from the heart.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good. It did. When I read, I didn't read any more after yours. I really didn't. I didn't read any more, and I may have been halfway through. I didn't read a single one. God said, "That's it." I truly, God speaks to me. I hear Him. He said, "That's it." And then, it was somebody, because I had like 3 people, and then it was like 2 people. And then I called another person, and they didn't answer. God said, "I told you," because I already told you He was it anyway. That's why that person didn't even answer. He said, "I told you that was it." But when I got you, I didn't read another one. I said, "Oh yeah, this is it."
The good news is that we'll be doing this again, and somebody else could still get an opportunity.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll do it again.
All's not lost. All's not lost.
Sure. But I hope somebody else can look at it and say, I hope maybe someone that was on the sidelines, someone that's sitting there at 375 going, "No, I can't do that," or that's not me. It's gonna be me. You guys are gonna see it, and gotta put in the work. But I have a little bit of a feeling that you guys are gonna let me not gonna let me slide.
Okay, let's give some stats. So how tall are you, Andre?
I am 5'7" on a good day, 5'6 3/4", as my dad used to say.
Okay, and how much do you weigh?
Oh man, that's embarrassing. Today, as it stands, 372.
372. 372. All right. And he's already lost some pounds. Okay. Look, just from accountability already, he's already lost some pounds. Just on the overflow already. He's already lost a few pounds. And so high blood pressure. I'm not gonna say high blood pressure medication, but high blood pressure, sleep apnea, diabetic, right?
A1C at 7, I think.
A1C at 7. Okay. That is diabetic, right? Has leg pains, right?
And suffer from leg cramps. Yeah.
Leg cramps.
Just it's more than it's way more than leg cramps or back pain or anything. It's I mean, I literally have to coax my butt around the corner. My brain and my will is around the corner, but my butt, I have to catch up with it. So I feel so old.
Do you suffer from neuropathy at all?
What is that? I'm sorry.
Neuropathy is just numbness of your extremities, like your feet.
Your feet.
No.
Okay.
No.
Tingling in the hands or arms or anything like that?
Not really. Not unless I sleep on it, underneath me.
Okay.
But I do have swelling of the legs, swelling in the lower areas there. And, generally I'm not stupid. I'm here because of some other reason than being stupid. I know what's going on. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is going to be good, Andre. I'm excited. I just think about I was telling Andre, like The Biggest Loser. When you see them at the beginning and we're talking, and then you see their journey. The only difference is I won't say the only difference, but the main difference, I think. Well, I've never been on The Biggest Loser, but it doesn't appear. I will say that they're being educated along the way. They're just being told what to do. And so they're only as good. I mean, they're only good when they're in their presence and the trainer's presence. And so there were many people when you went back and you looked at those people, a year later, a lot of them had put the weight back on, because they couldn't maintain that lifestyle. And so this program is so simple. It says simple, but it's so simple that people miss it, and this is something that you will be able to do for the rest of your life, and you will be educated, right? Because you will learn, just like we talked about in the Pathway to Wellness, like, or for anybody who's listening now, who's taking my master class, by the way, having another one on Tuesday, where you talk about your relationship with food and learning like what's good, like why is this food not good for me and why is this good for me? Like the importance of eating God's food. Like, we're going to learn about all that, learning that when you give your body what it needs to thrive, because I think more than anything, people, need to connect the dots, like really connect the dots and see how they feel every day has everything to do with what they put inside of their bodies and what they expose their bodies to. And I don't think people connect that. They're like, Rochelle, my knee hurts. I said, what are you eating? Eating? What they got to do with my knee? Or my back hurt. What are you eating? I mean, I don't care what it is. That's my first question. I sound like a broken record. I was on someone's, she was running a course. And so she said, Rochelle, I want you to come in and speak to my ladies, and it was all online. I mean, it wasn't like a Zoom. It was all over the phone, but everybody was on the line and everybody was calling, oh, such and such got a question. Every question, I had the same response. What are you eating? I said, I got a little embarrassed. I said, I feel like a broken record, but that's because the food is the foundation, and they were asking all these questions. And I just said, okay. What are you eating? And I know they were getting annoyed, but people don't realize, they don't realize that, really, you are what you eat. You are what you eat.
The instruction, as I already started. Oh no, go ahead, Pops. I can remember what I want to say. Go ahead.
Good. Sometimes I forget. We thank you. I'm over here writing and I forget sometimes. I want to encourage you, Andre, because I shared it. I share how bad it was. One, because I'm not ashamed. Okay. And how can you be ashamed if your body has fully recovered and you're healthier than you've been since college? How can you be ashamed of that? You see what I'm saying? It's it's like
where are my clothes?
I got this her sweatshirt.
He can wear my sweatshirt.
Her stuff. Hey, look, I ain't trying to be funny here, but I can literally get in her pants.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't know we'd be gaining a wardrobe with this.
Yeah. So, but what I want to encourage you, because when I came into the hospital, April 5th of 2020, my glucose, my blood glucose was like 630, in excess of 600. And I'm sure you understand what that means, right? How
that's bad.
Blood sugar,
that's very bad.
Yeah, I saw you take a deep breath when I said it.
That's very bad, yeah.
But as a partner in crime to that 630, I had a A1C of 15.6.
Yeah, exactly.
15.6. Okay. And so I want to encourage you, Andre, because when less than 3 months from getting discharged from the hospital, and I got my A1C checked, it went from 15.6 to 6.1. Wow. It dropped 9.5 points in less than 3 months.
Wow.
So you at 7.
We're winning already.
That's a cakewalk then, right? That's a cakewalk. I got to be able to do that.
Exactly,
I got to be able to do that in the first month. You know what I
mean? So I just need you to know that, because when I tell people that, like, people who don't have any knowledge of the diabetic condition, it sometimes don't even make sense to tell them those numbers.
Yeah.
Because they don't even understand what they mean.
Sure.
They don't even understand the fullness of what that even means. And then another disappointing thing, on the other side of the spectrum, you have people who understand what it means and still choose to do nothing. Mm. Like, I have a friend of mine. I have a friend of mine, and I will not say their name, but I'm just going to say he had the diabetic condition for close to 20 years. He even lost a toe. I've known him for years. I've gone through this process. I shared with him what I did, and he still doesn't want me to help him. He had an A1C of 12. He was on the verge of losing his job because of it. And he said, I got it. What do you do with that? That's so disappointing. It's scary too, because I know something that he doesn't. And I could talk until I'm blue in the face, but it wouldn't matter. Sure. That's another reason why you should be commended. That's because even though, like, it sounds so silly and disingenuous to say that, but it's so huge. People, you showing up. That's all you're doing. But yet you deserve a pat on the back, because you showing up is far more than most people are willing to do. Mm-hmm. That's all you did, is you made a decision.
That's it.
And now you look like a hero for doing something so basic. And you should be commended for that.
Yeah. And
I appreciate that. Thank you. I tell you, I can understand where he is, though, in a little bit, because man, I've been putting up with I've been living my life the way that he's been living for a long time. So it wasn't a quick decision. It was something about the conference, something about the people, the group that he had put around, not just but the group of people that he had with him. Something clicked with it that almost just told my brain I almost look at it, Pops. I almost look at it like this was my last opportunity. And I think I put that. I think I put that in the application.
You did.
With the state of my health, the way it was, how bad it is. Yeah. How so busy with life. I don't get to pause from all the other stuff that's going on to just focus on my health like I did 10 years ago when I lost a bunch of weight. So I can sympathize with where he is, and and his position, I think, needs just a different type of motivation. I'm fed up. I am now I am now fed up with the way I feel. I'm tired of dragging my butt around the corner. I need a different reality, or I'm going to die. That's a fact.
Yeah.
You got family?
Yes, sir. I got a mom who's 70, and I have a niece who lives with me who just turned 18 yesterday.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm trying to take care of my family, trying to be there for my family. I don't want to have my niece or my grandmother or my mother have to take care of me. So
yeah. This is awesome, Andre. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for your niece who you now take care of, and excited for your mom, because I know as a mom what that could do to you, to see your child, that if that's scary. I mean, it's one thing. I was looking at my husband, I was scared for him long before that even happened. And so, but your child, nobody expects their child to go before them, but I know that, so this is awesome. We made the right decision. Well, God made the right decision, because he chose you. He chose you. He clapped me over the head and said, "That's the one." He chose you.
If he cracked you over the head, I guess he cracked me too. That's your last chance. Go ahead before you die.
So this is gonna be good, guys. So we're not gonna stay long.
I remember what I was gonna say, and it's real quick. You've already taught me that just in the couple of days that I watched you, you've already that transition where you said where you don't know if they're teaching these people what it takes to keep it off, right? Obviously, I didn't learn the first time. I didn't know what it took. It didn't change my lifestyle. And the other day when you called me just yesterday, I think I was chopping organic. Why? Because just picking up the little things. Well, you don't want the strawberry that looks like it was just painted in a picture. That's a bad strawberry. You want the one that's a little bruised up. And so today, when I took the bite out of the organic apple, I bit the what do you call it? The spoiled part.
I bit
the spoiled part out, right, and fed the birds with it, and I ate the rest of the apple.
See what I'm saying?
One of those little nuggets. You taught me how to shop differently in just a few minutes. I think it takes an open mind. When someone gives you the information, you gotta be willing to hear it. But it starts with the information. So I appreciate you already teaching me. It's like before day one, only the first couple of pre-days, so to speak, and you've already taught me. You've already taught me a lot. So I'm excited. And
man, that's the first time somebody's ever repeated that back to me, because I don't know if people catch that, but you caught that. Because when you go, we're such visual creatures, and so we want things to be pretty. And so when you go in the store and you see the apples that are, bright and shiny and all the fruit and I'm like, that's just, it's wax and pesticides, all that. Yeah, that's not good. Because when
I shop for those specifically, I want the ones that can last a month, right?
You see, exactly.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. I just know that when my neighbor across the street, when she brings us tomatoes or those things are all battered and bruised and beat up looking, but those are the best ones. Well, we we don't want this. Like my daughter be like, "Oh, mommy, those don't look like." No, these are the good ones, honey. These are the good ones. See, she looking for the shiny ones in the store too. I'm like, no, these are the good ones. These fresh out the garden. No pesticides, no herbicides, no insecticides. But anyway, we just look. We all fall for the okie doke.
Well, and they design that way, and falling for that stuff, like in the ways that they trick us that food is bad. That's not so, that's sinister, I think, on their part, on the part of prophets.
Absolutely.
But we don't make good decisions, to ourselves, like making those decisions where, I want the strawberries that I have to eat in 3 days or they're going to be rotten. Those are the ones that are actually real food for me.
But
some of the other nuggets.
We don't do it because then we got to spend then we spend too much money. Then we spend too much. That's hitting my pockets. I can't buy the fruit because it goes bad. I mean, this is stuff people tell me. I can't buy fruit, Rochelle, it goes bad. I can't.
I can't eat it.
Yeah. I'm at the store. On a typical week, I'm probably go to the store
2-3 times.
2-3 times a week. I mean, real talk. Because but I can remember a time when I went once a month. I went once a month because that's the way I grew up. My mother, that was big. And we used to have, because I come from a huge family, we used to have 2 baskets too, So 2 baskets full of stuff, of canned goods and box this and that. Well, we didn't buy no fresh vegetables. I don't ever remember buying fresh. It was canned and boxed and this and all processed food, you know. And so I used to go, and she would go once a month, I think, and it'd be 2 big baskets, you know, and I'd be happy. I'm pushing one, she pushing one, and all that processed food.
A lot of stuff for the freezer, a lot of stuff for the pantry.
Yeah.
Look, guys, if I'm talking to anybody out there that's like me, that's on the fence, that eats terrible, and they know it, but they don't know it, or they don't want to know it, whatever, watch her videos. You know, get on YouTube, watch those darn things. I mean, I learned a lot just about, you know, how unhealthy overheating olive oil is for you. You know, all those the sweets, all the artificial sweeteners, the aspartames, and that kind of stuff. I mean,
Go ahead,
you learn.
Andre, been watching. Go ahead,
You learn a lot, right? And if you're willing to take notes or do whatever it takes that individual person to remember it. Some people don't need it, but I do. I need a notebook full of notes to remind myself how ignorant I can be sometimes, you know, or hard-headed, you know. It's hard.
Yeah, it is ignorance. We don't know. I said we perish for lack of knowledge. And I had a friend call me yesterday or a couple of days ago, and he was just like, Ro, he was like, these videos. It was the one where I guess this was the one on MSG. He said, you stepped on some, so you hurt some people with that one. He said, you hurt some people with that. He said, some people mad at you right now. He said, but these videos are, he said, you teaching me. He said, I'm taking notes. He said, these things are amazing. Like this, he said, this is the information that nobody's talking about, but we all need to know about. Nobody's talking about this stuff though, but we all need to know about it. And so, and I don't know if you know how that started, Andre, but I used to just go in the grocery store and I would get angry, you know, when I would see this stuff and I'm like, they trying to kill us, you know, and then all these marketing ploys and stuff. And I would just get my phone. I'm about to go live. I got to show people. I got to tell the people, you know, I got to talk to the people. And I said,
that's how Okie Doke was born.
That's how it started. I said, okay, don't fall for the Okie Doke. Let me show y'all something. And I would have my phone, and that's how it started, literally. And I think I was doing it for a while, then I stopped, and then somebody said, when you gonna do some more Okie Doke videos? Because people really liked them. And so I said, well, shit, maybe I need to just really do them and, you know, have them professionally, you know, edited and put them on YouTube. And so now it's a series, you know, don't fall for the Okie Doke. So because there's plenty of stuff out there.
The wordplay is great, and we even have it in my family. It's, you know, when someone's doing this, we be careful because they're over here waiting to do that, you know. And that's what that stuff is.
That's what that is. Don't fall for the Okie Doke, man. And I'm excited. So, guys, look, if you're looking at this, okay, how about if you're struggling right now because you're like, man, I wish I could do that, but I can't. But guess what? You can. You can. At a minimum, you can schedule a consultation. So that's what that link is. Scrolling that little ticker at the bottom. Catch that. That's the straight Calendly link, right? Get on our calendar and let's talk about it wherever you are. I don't care if you're diabetic, you need to be doing this. You need Sugar Ain't Sweet if you're diabetic, okay? High blood pressure, you need Sugar Ain't Sweet, okay? Obese, overweight, okay? High cholesterol, you need it. Inflammation, sleep apnea, migraine headaches, just no energy, blood, autoimmune disease, whatever the case. If you're not healthy, Sugar Ain't Sweet, okay? That's the I'm just gonna say it. That's the answer, okay? I'm trying to give you the answers to the test. This is free. This legal cheating. Trying to give it to you, okay? Set up an appointment. It's right there, guys. And let's talk about it wherever you are. Let's talk about it. Let's see if we can come up with a viable solution to get you from A to Z. Okay. A is on medication. Z is no medication. Okay. And a whole lot lighter, right? Because this is what we know. When you control your blood sugars, you control your life. Weight cannot attach itself to a healthy body. Right? That's why you see these, if people have been watching us as we've been doing these mindset talks, because I drop a video. So we have a current video every other Thursday that drops. That's like a live one of someone that just finished the program. So you'll see one, but we have recordings that we drop every Friday. So we just dropped, who was on Friday, Pops? Who did we drop?
We didn't drop Leroy. That was
Nat Thomas was Friday.
Nat?
Yeah, his old recording. Old recording dropped Friday. Leroy be next week. So you can check those out. And yeah, we're helping a lot of people. You know, people have been on medication, 4 or 5 medications. They've off all medications in 90 days. Really, Nat was off his medications in 3 days, really. But off 5 medications in 3 days, Andre, all 5. You know, but he lost 63 pounds. And not just him, I mean, many people. I mean, we have females too losing 40 pounds. I think Beverly's over 40 pounds. Reggie is over 40.
Stay tuned for Leroy next week.
Yeah, stay tuned for Leroy next week. He's gonna knock it out the park. And so, yeah.
Eric, he lost what, about 50?
Yeah,
60?
Eric lost about 50. I think it was close to 60 pounds. Yeah, so people, it's just been amazing. Miss Barbara lost 30 pounds. You know, JT, he's over 40 pounds. Rod over 120 pounds. Tanisha over 60 pounds, 70 pounds. So it's just been amazing, you know, and nobody's on medication. You know, Miss Mary lost, I think Miss Mary's watching. Miss Mary, hey, Miss Mary. Miss Mary lost over 30 pounds.
But you know what? That might be a fluke. This might be a fluke. I don't know.
Okay, maybe so. Maybe it's a fluke. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Sounds like all you need to do is tune in and you can get inspired.
I'm just saying, it is what it is. We tell everybody we know it works. We know it works if you work it, you know. And so, but that's it, guys. We're gonna get out of here. They giving, hey, y'all, show Andre some love. Just give him some encouragement. Say, go Andre, go. Go Andre, go. Please type that in the chat. Go Andre, go. Go Andre, go. Go Andre, go. Please give him some encouragement. Because to be quite honest, Andre, there are gonna be some times you may feel a little weary, you know. I mean, but just know you're not alone. You know, you're not alone.
Not alone. I am here with you.
That's right. You
can sing. Watch out.
That's it. Oh, they put it in there. Go Andre, go. Go Andre, go. Oh, well, Miss Mary said, "Hey, Coach Rowe, Andre, Coach Rowe is for real. This works if you work it." See, that's Miss Mary. She did the program. They put that. Oh, what Mark Jeffrey said, 120, 120. They said, "You got this, Andre. Go, Andre, go." They're putting it in there. Come on,
I had to chat off. I was like, nobody's saying nothing, and I'm like, oh wait, it's blowing up. It's blowing up.
I saw your response too, Mark. Don't think I ain't see it.
When you talking about slow down?
No. Yeah.
When you talking about slow down, Pop, slow down. That's yeah.
Oh,
it says reach. Put to me, Dre, if you need encouragement. Oh yeah, he said reach out to him if you need encouragement. Andre.
Thank you, Mark. I see that.
Number. Yep. Thank you, Mark. I think Mark already on the schedule for a consultation. I think Samuel too. Samuel, come on, Samuel. Mark Jeffrey talking about grown man gifts. Watch out, watch yourself now, Mark. Watch yourself.
What's up? I see you, Toto.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. This is gonna be great, Andre. Like we're this me, you, and Pops, man. It's us, and you got our whole squad here that'll be rooting for you. You know, we got the Pathway to Wellness group that we'll be in, you know, boom, every day. And so for my folks that's going to be in the Pathway to Wellness group, Mark is going to be posting, you know, some of his meals in there. It's going to be a documentary. He's going to go live. You can see some of his exercise. And look, Mark, I want you to post in there, even when he's like, I ain't feeling it. I mean, I'm talking whatever. I don't want just the good stuff. We want to see the bad stuff. Let them see that it could be some times you're like, I'm tired. I don't feel like working out. I don't want to eat this. I feel like a burger. I miss my chicken. I mean, whatever. I'm just saying, just put it out there, man. You understand what I'm saying? In the group, you know, I want people to see. And we're not trying to say this like, what is this, like bubblegum and rainbows or whatever. No. It's going to be some times you're going to feel a certain way, you know, but just know that this too shall pass, right? And so also I want you to envision, like, while you're doing this thing, your niece, you know, is counting on you. Your mother's counting on you. Think about the Andre that's, you know, 100 pounds lighter. Okay. Think about the Andre that doesn't have any more leg pains. Think about the Andre that not, well, you ain't no medication, but that don't need no medication. Okay.
Right,
and think about the Andre that does not need medication. Think about the Andre that when you go visit your doctor, the doctor gonna be like, who is this? That Andre.
Think of all those silhouettes of the people who you can't even tell who they are that you have yet to meet and yet to inspire.
That's right.
Those are countless people who your life will affect.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a ripple effect.
When they see you, because they're going to be watching, they're going to tune in, because we're going to be back here every 30 days, and they're going to tune in to see, is it live or is it Memorex? And we're going to come back and say, here it is, right? Going to see a lot less of you every 30 days. That's what's going to happen every 30. I'm saying it right now. That's what will happen, okay? Because we're not accepting anything less. Right. And there's gonna be some times. Hold on. It's gonna be some times you're gonna always like me, Andre, but you may not like this guy right
here. Well, I'm gonna work real hard to keep him off my butt.
Them jokers think I'm the bad cop. I don't know why. I really don't.
You don't love me, Andre, but you might not like this guy sometimes. But just know it's all coming from a place of love, because we want you to succeed. Right. And so we can't listen. That's why I say I can, I will, I must, whether you like it or not. Right. Mm-hmm. Whether you like it or not, because this ain't about you no more. It ain't even about you no more. OK, no, seriously. I mean, we want you to win, man. And so that's why.
I can, I will, and I must, and it's for me, it's for my family. But I just so much appreciate you guys already. The accountability is already, like you said. What did you say? A hyper accountability, or there was a word you used. Extreme accountability. Extreme accountability. I've already felt it. So
you got it, Donna. You got it, Donna. I see you.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody. Thank you for the people, Mark Jeffrey, for your phone number, and I just want to thank for people that were encouraging, and I hope that I can encourage others. Thank you guys for the opportunity.
You already have, bro. You already have. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Donna, I need you to get on this calendar, Donna. Stop playing around with it. Stop playing. It's time. It's 2021. Okay? It's 2021, guys. Stop playing. Click that link and get on our calendar, and let's talk about how you too, okay, can get these results this year. You know, with this right here. It's right there. That's what the priority has to be. You 52 weeks of the year. That's every day. And I don't know if you see that, but it got now right there. That means, and we got to start right now. Not next week, not next month, not next year. Right now. So you should be clicking the link right now, copying it, screenshotting it. Huh? What she said?
Donna, tell some. I know. Come on, Donna. Come on, Donna. If I said I know I'm gonna give you $1 million. But that $1 million don't materialize. It don't matter if I say I know.
You see?
I know I want to give you $1 million, Donna. I know I want to give it to you.
See, come on, Donna. We didn't have this conversation before.
I know I don't want either one of you on my rear end. I'm gonna work real hard to keep both y'all off my butt.
This is good.
Well, hopefully about 90 days we won't be able to find it.
Right. Or at least it'd be harder to catch. I hope it's a lot harder to catch.
Oh man, this is gonna be good. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Hey, appreciate everybody for jumping on. Look at that. Thank you, Miss Annette. Got U52 Now. That's what I'm talking about. All about the U for all 52. Now. I like that. My husband Dexter is here. He needs to write the check.
What's up, Dexter? Let's go.
Come on, Dexter.
Husband and wife. Let's go, Donna and Dex. Donna and Dex, the DD crew. The DD crew. Let's go.
That's right. She needs this, man. Come on. The sugar ain't sweet, and it ain't free either. Sugar ain't sweet, and the sugar ain't free. Okay? Believe that. Mark Jeffrey said we need our own show. This is our show. It's Mindset Talks, man.
We're just trying to help folks. We're trying to help the folks. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. No, that's what we are doing. We're trying.
You're right. We're doing it.
Yeah, these words. We are doing it. So anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Hey, Andre, man, love you, bro. Already. You already our bro. Okay. We love you. We're in your corner. You're not alone. Like every day. Us, me and you. Okay. I mean, you and us. Okay. Every day. Boom, boom, boom. So that's it. We'll be back here. Do another Mindset Talks 30 days from now. So people can see the progress. But you can start, doing that thing. Is it tomorrow or Monday?
You said the start date of Monday.
Monday. Yep. So you start doing that in the group. You already got your grocery store. Done all that. So we ready. We rocking and roll. Already got your equipment and everything. We good. Okay.
Stay tuned for the progress.
That's right. Any final words, Pops, before I close this out?
No, I'm excited. I'm excited for Andre. I thank God for him. Like I said, I look forward to shaking your hand one day,
Yeah.
give you a hug one day, man.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful, man. I'm so grateful and humbled by your transparency, man. And you're genuine. You're so genuine, man. I look forward to what God has in store for us, man.
Yeah.
Just gave me goosebumps. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, that is it. We're going to end here. I am Rochelle T. Parks. I am your health motivator. And guess what? Some of y'all didn't know this. So guess what? Whether you like it or not, I do not care. Okay? I can, I will, and I must continue to walk alongside you and help you to achieve optimal health. And we are out. Peace. Hey guys, before you go, I just want to let you know I am hosting a 7-day fruit and vegetable challenge on the first of the month. Guys, I do it every month. I've done it for the last 2 years. You say, why do I need that? Well, let me tell you what can happen in 7 days. In just 7 days, you can rid your body of the addiction to sugar, the addiction to salt. You can get rid of inflammation in the body. Guys, you can get mental clarity. You can sleep better. So many great things can happen in just 7 days. So don't delay any longer. Go ahead and click the link below and go ahead and sign up. We're getting started on the 1st, okay? I'll see you on the 1st. Let's go.